What tools did you make?
Zangen, pliers, hammers,
Okay.
things like that. And so he said, "You're going to school whether you like it or not." And then I ran away
Again.
with more hippies that I'd met, of course, in the town, the small town of Solingen. And we hitchhiked down through Europe into Turkey and stayed in Istanbul for a couple of weeks, and then got a flight. They had some connections. We got a flight to Israel, and I stayed in Israel for a year.
The kibbutz or?
Kibbutz, bumming around. I got arrested there for hash. I had a couple bricks of hash I was selling in a hotel in Jerusalem, and police came in. So I spent a month and a half in jail before they even charged me. In what was the name of the prison? It was the British prison, British jail in Jerusalem. And finally, some lawyer heard about my case and got me out on bail. I bummed around some more, and then I went and they had sentenced me to another month and a half or something, and then they sent me to an adult prison.
But was it hard over there, the prison cell?
It's not like Midnight Express or something. I mean, it's. But I used to hear the. I'm not sure I heard, but the Palestinian terrorist suspects at the time would, for some reason, they would put them in my cell before they went to mix with the general population, and many of them had been tortured, which I won't comment on because there was also bombs and things in universities at that time. I think they set off a bomb at some university.
What year was this?
68, 69, something like that.
Okay, so it was just after the
war. Second war, yeah, that war, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I spent my month and a half or whatever in prison, and then got out, and then I stayed in Israel for a while. I worked in the copper mines in a place called Timna, which is near Eilat. And finally, my father located me, and then I went back to America.
But I heard you stayed with a woman called Lena.
Yeah, I wrote a song for her recently.
What is your fondest memory of her? Because I heard she was
just that she was sort of a mother figure that I needed, because I thought I could do anything. I was 15. I didn't really know danger, because I was too young to understand.
Yeah.
But I was living on the beach, and I met her son-in-law working in the mines, and I guess he told her about me, and she took me into their little apartment house, and she was very nice. She was Persian. She's from Iran. She's a Persian Jew that had fled to Israel. And she counseled me and eventually, I guess, convinced me that it was okay to contact my mother or my father or something. And I eventually left Israel because of her advice, which I think really kind of saved my life, because otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. My plan was to save up enough money and go to South Africa and work there, because you could make all kinds of money or some shit, some stupid kid thing,
Maybe go to a diamond mine over there.
Something,
Copper mine in Israel.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
But, so I wrote a song on my last record that was sort of a tribute to her.
Did you stay in contact with her?
A little bit. She was actually in touch with my mother through letters and things, and then we lost contact. I'm sure she's dead now, because she was 60 or something then, and this was 68, 69. Yeah.
So, and what is then, well, the song? Maybe you can comment on the song. What do you describe about her?
Oh, you should hear the song.
Okay.
It's just a tribute. That whole record, Other People, was tributes to people that were important to me.
So she actually, at that point, saved your life, or made a turning point for you to go back. Because then you went back to your father again, and then you went back to...
Yeah, he sent me back to my mother, so he couldn't deal with it.
And then you went to high school, but then you dropped out again?
Yeah, it was... after all the experiences I'd had, it was too ridiculous. It seemed so infantile. And I just quit, and I did all kinds of jobs, like working as a roofer's helper or a plumber's helper, or I worked in a factory as well, a plastics factory. It took about a year, maybe even a year and a half, 2 years, for me to decide this is horrible. And I read a lot, so I was able to take a test and pass high school, with the exception of math. I passed high school and got into what's called a junior college. did really well there, and then I got a scholarship and went to art school.